The California Columbarium was started in 1909 by Mr. William A. Wishart and a small group of civic-minded undertakers. It was the nucleus of a vision which was to grow into a large and beautiful expression. It is here that one can see the whole development of the columbarium idea, beginning with the simplicity of the original California building, with the divisional sections lettered and numbered. After a rocky managerial beginning in 1911, Lawrence Moore, a young casket salesman, was hired. Under his guidance, the California Columbarium flourished and grew into one of the largest and most beautiful columbariums in the world. Shortly after he became manager of the California Columbarium, an extension was started, which would be modern cemetery with every up-to-date device known for such establishments. The architecture was in mission style. This addition was named in honor of Frances Willard, who was an early leader of women's rights. She was the first woman to publicly endorse cremation. Featured in this section are small rooms called chapels. Each chapel is named for a biblical scripture. Helen Stadlinger, who was the devoted private secretary to Mr. Moore, was responsible for starting this custom. Throughout the columbarium are evidences of her religious and comforting implementations. Miss Stadlinger was a private secretary of the Chapel of Chimes for 50 years. In 1926, the services of Julia Morgan, the eminent noted female architect, was contracted to continue the renovations and further construction of the new buildings. From then, and until her death in 1957, Ms. Julia Morgan was the creator and advisor of the buildings and their decor. The Romanesque and Gothic features designed by Ms. Julia Morgan have an exuberant vitality. The massing of the spaces create a strong rhythm, and decorations are sumptuous. There is a series of 3 terrace gardens with rolling skylights. These are electrically operated and link the interior areas with the outside elements. This was the first innovation in any cemetery to have the electrically controlled movable skylights. Mr. Moore sent Julia Morgan and her protege, Miss Doris Day, to Europe to purchase the distinctive features for the Chapel of the Chimes. Under Julia Morgan's supervision, the Chapel of the Chimes was dedicated on Memorial Day, 1928. The title, Chapel of the Chimes, then became the name in use and later copyrighted to replace the earlier name of the California Columbarium.